Welcome to The Edge by MGR with your host, Marissa Jacobus.
Hi everyone and welcome to The Edge Lifestyle. I am your host Marissa and thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I hope you guys enjoyed your weekend and had a really great time, and I hope you guys got outside. We are here at MGR, we are so big on opting outside. We love to go on hikes, we love to go biking, running. We just love to stay active because we know that it's a great part of our lives to stay healthy and keep us motivated and focused. And not that we're pushing that on you guys, but we're just giving some advice on what helps us stay on top of our game. And this weekend, I didn't do too much. I just kind of cleaned and worked out and all that fun stuff. I'm kind of boring. I feel like an old lady stuck in a young lady's body. But speaking of age, today I want to talk about stem cells and how they can affect our aging process. In today's world, just getting old is just not valued. We kind of just look at it as gross, or just we don't want to be old. We don't want to age. We don't want to have wrinkles. We don't want to have our body change, especially Hollywood. Like, you look at some of the stars and they're 60 and they look like they're 30 and we're like, how do they do it? Getting old isn't valued. It's not looked up upon, And for me personally, I look at older people as so beautiful. I don't care if they have wrinkles or whatever. I love talking with them to hear their story, their life. They have so much wisdom and beauty inside them that us younger people can't even understand sometimes. And beauty goes way further than skin deep. I've met people who are so beautiful, and then I talk to them and they can be the biggest jerk, or they're just self-centered or whatever. And I kind of focus more on people as who they are than how they look. And, this drive to stay young, I understand, because, when you're young, you have energy, you can do whatever you want, you can eat like crap, you can basically kind of use and abuse your body and nothing happens. But once you hit 30, that's when you're like, oh crap, maybe I shouldn't have just eaten burgers my whole 20s, because now you have diabetes or you have arthritis or whatever the heck's going on. So that's why it is important to take care of yourself. And I'm going to get more into how stem cells can possibly help you stay younger. What are stem cells? So stem cells are an undifferentiated, sorry, my chair is very squeaky, cell of a multicellular organism that is capable of giving rise to indefinitely more cells of the same type, and from which certain other kinds of cells arise by differentiation. That is the dictionary version of stem cells, so it sounds like a mouthful, and it is. Why are stem cells so valuable? Stem cells have the potential to develop into many different cell types in the body during early life and growth. And in many tissues, they serve as a type of internal repair system, dividing essentially without limit to replenish other cells as long as a person is still alive. So stem cells offer new potential for treating disease such as diabetes, heart disease, and now possibly to help delay aging. While growing old gracefully is beautiful, I think to me it's interesting. I love science, I love the body, I love health, and to delay the process of aging, if we truly understand on the cellular level what causes aging, then maybe we could really have younger cells. There we go. Younger cells. And if we have younger cells, then the breakdown wouldn't cause as much damage to our bodies. So I'll get more into that in a sec. All right, so stem cells are becoming more popular to develop anti-aging treatments. And latest research is using stem cells found in adult bone marrow. And the team involved in this research conducted 2 successful trials, which showed that the treatment was safe, well tolerated, and showed improvements in physical performance measures and inflammatory biomarkers. That is so cool that we can take stem cells from adult bone marrow and inject them, and it shows improvement in kind of an overall physical aspect. man, science is so interesting. Like, I don't know, I'm really excited about this topic because stem cells, come on, they're so cool. So stem cells could be a backup system for the living organism to replace damaged tissue or worn out cells. And the use of stem cells in aging aims to understand their mechanism and how the regenerative capacity of stem cells can be enhanced to promote a healthy life. Some factors play into the role in keeping the fountain of life constant without aging, and that's genetic factors. And Klotho has been identified as an age-suppressing gene, and premature aging was shown when Klotho expression was disrupted or repressed. So we have found the gene that kind of determines how and when you age and how fast, which is called Klotho. Kind of sounds like a mythical goddess to me. I don't know about you guys. And learning about more of the potential effects of Klotho on stem cells could offer insights into the cellular and molecular mechanisms of aging and disease. And aging and longevity, they're also determined by a combination of genetic, non-genetic, and environmental factors. So if you live in a city and you smoke and you drink, plus you're prone to heart disease and diabetes from your family, and you just eat horribly, then chances are by the time you're 40, you're probably not going to look good. Your skin's going to look bad. You're going to feel bad. You're probably going to be overweight. And these factors are not going to help your body in being healthy enough to kind of delay that aging process. And caloric restriction promotes longevity in many species and delays aging at the genetic level. And I'm sure you guys have all heard of intermittent fasting. And if you haven't, I did a podcast on that. So you guys should go check that out. And by restricting your calories, your cells are able to stay healthier longer. And I actually want to look more into this too. And I know a lot of like Hollywood stars eat a caloric restriction diet where they only eat so many calories. And I don't know too much of exactly what diet they're on, but there's research to back this up. And environmental factors are one of the most influential in aging along with genetics. So like I said, if you already live in an area where it's high smog and pollution and you eat like crap and drink and smoke and just kind of treat your body like a garbage can, you're going to probably have some problems and you are not going to age gracefully. But then there's always those freak people, not freaks, you're not freaks, but those people who, we all hate, who they eat like crap, they don't have the best lifestyle, and they just look great. They don't work out and they have abs, they have perfect skin, and you're like, what is your secret? They're like, nothing. And I'm like, damn you, like your genetics are perfect. It's not fair. So there is always those people that, we're all jealous of, whatever. And, all these factors, if you take care of yourself and you do your best to not drink and smoke and you juice and you do caloric restriction and kind of really take your health seriously, that you can live a balanced, long life and possibly delay your aging process. I have a friend who's 35, and when you look at him, you probably think he's maybe 26. And he still has like a full head of hair. He has black hair. He's super tall. He has great looking skin. And you're just like, what is your deal? Like, I would never guess that you were 35. And he drinks juice. He takes care of himself. He fasts. He basically is pretty healthy, and I can see the results. Like when he's like 50, he's going to look really good. And he's one of the people that I look up to for health because he takes his health seriously, and you can definitely see a difference between him and other 35-year-old men who kind of already are rocking the dad bod and have a receding hairline because they might not take care of themselves, and he does. So yeah, it's kind of cool to look at the difference in that. And aging science is still being explored and has a possibility to help us stay younger and healthier. I think this is great. I think if we can help people stay healthier, I mean, being young is great. Like even if you're 35 and you look young, you're still going to be your age, no matter what. Probably on that cellular level as well. But we're kind of in this rat race where we're like, no, we don't want to age. We don't want to get unhealthy because usually age is factored with health problems and all this stuff. But if you have the knowledge in your younger years, it's kind of like this. Like I look at kind of like an uphill. So if you take care of yourself and eat right and exercise and so on, you're going to have a longer uphill in aging. So how do I explain this? Kind of like a slope. So you're not going to hit that downhill slope till later if you're taking care of yourself, compared to someone who, let's say, they do the opposite and just don't live a healthy lifestyle. They're going to hit their peak a lot earlier, and then they're going to drop down a lot younger than you if you're eating healthy. Obviously, there's factors that, or people who don't fall into that category, but overall, you can probably delay your aging with living a healthy lifestyle compared to someone who doesn't live a healthy lifestyle. And stem cells have been kind of a bigger deal, and I've kind of seen more information on them in the past couple years. And I think it's great to look into keeping our cells young, because we have so many factors fighting against us, guys. Like, we live in a dirty world full of chemicals, full of pollution, full of toxins from our food to our water to our air. And if we can help combat that with taking care of ourselves with stem cells, man, it's just kind of one more force field that we have in our pocket to fight the world we live in, as well as trying to clean up and take care of, this earth. And I hope you guys really found this topic interesting. I know I did. I just love talking about science, and I think stem cells are very interesting, and kind of how we're looking into not only trying to help with health problems and diseases, but also taking it to the next level and possibly going into fighting aging in a really positive way, instead of doing Botox and all that other crap that who knows what the outcome is. I don't really know too much information about that, so I don't want to get into something I don't know about. But before you guys go, I want to give you a fun fact.
One more thing before you go.
Did you know that a can of Mountain Dew can dissolve a mouse? Please don't try this, guys. Don't pour some Mountain Dew on a mouse. I don't want to see that. But that right there should just show you why you shouldn't drink soda. So if you're a soda drinker, I urge you to please stop, because if Mountain Dew can dissolve a mouse and Coke can clean a toilet, imagine what that's doing to the inside of your body. And I want you guys to be healthy. I want you guys to be happy. No one said this road was going to be easy, but in the long run, it's going to be a lot easier than having a high medical bills and problems and popping a bunch of pills in your later years. So I hope you guys go do more research on stem cell research. It's pretty interesting. It's something that interests me. And go ahead and leave your comments on our page, guys. I love to hear your guys' feedback and what you think about stem cells, what you think about delaying the aging process naturally. I want to hear from you guys, and be sure to check us out on Instagram and our website, and be sure to check out David's podcast as well. And like I said in my other podcast, we also have articles and blogs if you guys want to read instead of listening to the podcast, but maybe you can even do both at once. So thank you guys so much for tuning in today, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.